A study in 2013 by the Prison Reform Trust found that 76% of young men in prison in England and Wales come from homes with absent fathers. This isn't just an English problem, as the stats are somewhat very similar in America as well. Before I move along with the video, I want to make it super clear, and that is, I'm not saying that every young boy that grows up in a fatherless home will go to prison. Obviously, that is not the case. The reason why I'm bringing this stat up is because there does seem to be a correlation between fatherless homes and incarceration rates. So just so we're on the same page, let's define a fatherless home, because some people seem to think a fatherless home is where dad is completely out the picture, but this isn't always the case. A child could be raised in a two-parent home, so to speak, but the child doesn't have a fully present father figure. In this case, that child has been raised in a home with an absent father. For example purposes, dad could be emotionally unavailable. And what I mean by that is he could be actually physically present, but he doesn't actually engage in the child's life. So this could be a dad that is withdrawn. That just might be his personality. It might be somebody that works super long hours, so when they are with the kids, they're not fully present, they're too tired. This could also be a dad who just simply prioritizes other things in his life rather than spending time with his kids. Another good example is addiction issues. If somebody has addiction issues, again, they are not going to be fully present. This unpredictability and unreliability can leave a child feeling emotionally abandoned. The truth is, many boys don't know what it means to be a man because they haven't got a man in their life. Also, tonight, all around the world, many boys will go to sleep without the father wishing them good night. And again, the reason why is because he simply isn't there. I know from my own personal experience the importance of having positive male role models. What I'm going to do for you in this video is give you 3 reasons as to why boys need positive male role models. So let's get into the first reason. How will a boy know what it means to be a man if he doesn't have any positive examples of what one actually is? This is why positive male role models are vital to a child's development. In an ideal world, this would be your old man, but let's be honest, the world is far from ideal. So what I want to let you know is that you can find positive male influences outside of the home. So for example purposes, this could be a coach, this could be a teacher, this could be an uncle, and so on. If for whatever reason you struggle to find positive male role models in your immediate environment, what you can do is find them in books. If reading isn't your thing, my recommendation would be to watch documentaries instead. Study the lives of figures like Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Abraham Lincoln, Bruce Lee, Tim Berners-Lee, the inventor of the World Wide Web, Cristiano Ronaldo, Elon Musk. These are all positive male role models that you can learn from. Find out how these guys tick, because the men that I've just mentioned demonstrate qualities like integrity, perseverance, hard work, making a positive impact in the world. These are all hallmarks of healthy masculinity. It's super important to mention here that while you can learn a hell of a lot from positive male role models, you can learn just as much, sometimes even more, from anti-role models. So a positive male role model is somebody whose behavior you want to emulate. It's someone you admire. An anti-role model, on the other hand, is someone's behavior you don't want to emulate. So they will teach you what not to do. These role models are just as vital for a child's development. So let's talk about anti-role models in more detail. So the first example of an anti-role model is somebody who cheats and breaks the law. So this could be an athlete taking performance enhancing drugs. This could be a politician involved in corruption scandals. This could be a business leader engaging in fraud. These people are anti-role models because they have a complete disregard for rules and ethics. The second example of an anti-role model are bullies. Bullies tend to be low in self-esteem, and they also tend to go after people that aren't going to fight back. The best way to deal with a bully is to stand your ground and fight back. The third example of an anti-role model are those who promote an unhealthy lifestyle. These could be people that glamorize drug taking, alcohol, and so on. Again, these are anti-role models. The fourth example of an anti-role model are those that are disrespectful. So this can be people that are just rude, arrogant, and obviously disrespectful to other people. You can tell a lot about a person by how they treat people in retail and customer service positions. Last but not least, and that is people who give up easily. It goes without saying, but these people are anti-role models. To achieve anything in life, you need to work hard, you need to work smart, and you need to be dedicated. People that give up too easily haven't got these qualities. So the bottom line is this: boys need positive male role models in their life. No question about that. They also need those positive male role models to teach them how to recognize bad examples. This is how you help them develop a healthy sense of masculinity. From my own personal observations, this is what I've seen. Mothers tend to be, the key word here is tend, to be more soft, emotional, nurturing, and caring. And these are all fantastic qualities. A child needs those things. Fathers, on the other hand, tend, the key word here again is tend, to encourage physical play and risk-taking behaviour. For a child to truly thrive, they need an environment where they're secure, where they feel safe, but also an environment where they're encouraged to explore, experiment, and push their boundaries. When boys master challenges, their confidence grows. This could be as simple as encouraging a boy to climb a high tree branch. Once he does this, this will instill a sense of accomplishment and a belief in his abilities. This newfound confidence can then spill over into other areas of his life, such as academics and social interactions. Activities like climbing, building forts, physical exercise, playing sports, even roughhousing can help boys develop the motor skills like coordination, agility, and balance. Let's be honest, playing on the PlayStation or Xbox doesn't even compete. Learning from failure is absolutely key to success. Any successful person will tell you this, and here are 2 reasons why. Number 1 is it teaches you what doesn't work. Obviously, if you find out what doesn't work, you're not going to repeat that in the future. Number 2 is it builds resilience. When you push boys to their limits, they will fail. This is normal. But here's where a positive male role model comes in. A positive male role model can teach them how to handle disappointments. They can discuss strategies for moving forward. They can discuss what went wrong and encourage the boy to try again with another approach. This builds resilience because it teaches boys the importance of perseverance. So the bottom line is this: when raising boys, it is in that boy's best interest that you encourage physical play and calculated risk-taking behaviour. When you do this, you create a training ground for life. Wrap a kid up in bubble wrap, overprotect them, don't expose them to anything, and you will harm that child's development. I'm a big believer that there are certain things only a man can teach a boy, and vice versa. There are certain things only a woman can teach a girl. For example purposes, let's completely flip the script and let's say I'm a single father raising a teenage girl. She's 13 years old, she's gone through puberty and the body is changing. As her father, she has then approached me seeking guidance with regards to dealing with periods. I'm not being funny, but how the hell can I guide her? In this instance, I can't. And the reason why is because I've not lived through it myself. I'm not a woman. In this situation, she would be better seeking guidance from another woman. The same can be said for men guiding boys. There are certain things only a man can teach. And the reason why is because there was once a teenager themselves. When boys start going through puberty, when the testosterone levels start going up, the energy starts going up, they've got a need to compete. Is it any wonder why some boys, not all boys, but some boys might go batshit crazy and start doing stupid things? Just check this video out.
The video is very slick. Both riders are wearing cameras. There's music, subtitles. They're riding a train on line 3, the Scarborough LRT. You can see them walking on top of the moving train. They both have their faces covered. And at one point, they each pull out Canadian flags and wish everyone a happy Canada Day. They jump off the train as it pulls into Kennedy Station, much to the shock of the people on the platform, and then run down the stairs and hop a fence. The TTC says they don't know when the video was shot. They add the incident is under investigation and they've pulled their own video from stations and trains. And if those two are caught, they will be prosecuted.
Remember, I'm all about encouraging calculated, risk-taking behaviour. But let's be honest, train surfing is just plain fucking stupid. The key when dealing with boys with high testosterone is to give them a healthy outlet for that energy. One of the best things you can do, the number one thing you can do, is encourage physical activity. This could be playing a sport. This could be weightlifting. This could be martial arts. Basically, any activity that allows them to burn off steam in a safe and constructive way. Drugs and alcohol is not the answer. It's also very important that you set boundaries and provide clear expectations, but be open to negotiation. It's really, really important that I get this point across, and that is children tend to follow your example rather than your words. For example purposes, if you want your child to pick up weightlifting, you yourself must be weightlifting. Another example is at the dinner table. If you want your child to eat their vegetables, you yourself must be eating your vegetables. The truth is, when it comes to leading people, you must first start by leading yourself.